There really isn't a day that I don't come out here and I'm like, what are you doing? This doesn't make sense. What's going on here? This is impossible. This is hard. And all these, racing mind. And it doesn't get any easier. It really doesn't. I take it for what it is. I mean, I think that that's part of, and is it worth it? What's worth it? I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder at the end of the day. What are you going to do? Today, I was really thinking about, and you'll see me on the stick drill here, why can't I see this ball rate? Like, why can't I, and where does the ball come up at? Like, where does the ball come up at? And I think that I have got myself so caught up in doing all these turn drills. You do these turn drills, and they teach you how to turn, but it doesn't teach you how to aggressively change the orbit of the ball, and how the actual, and on the professional level, and really not even the professional level, but really the good hammer throwers, even the good, the great, and the excellent hammer throwers, how they're able to make that distinction, to make that orbit rise. And it's somewhere in your legs, and it's somewhere in how you're catching the ball. And it's you're slowly starting to catch the ball deeper at a different point, but you're also coming up into that triple flexion position. And I can't quite understand how that all works for the motherfucking life of me. I can't figure out how that works. I've been able to turn the hammer well for years. I've always been able to turn the hammer well. I think that this little concept I'm kind of beating in my brain right now. I think that this is a key from going to being from mediocre to good to better to best to one of the greats. I think that this concept is probably one of the strangest ones, and it's probably not something that you can necessarily teach either. I get that you're supposed to rotate the ball at a specific speed and accelerate the ball, but to make that ball, to release that at an angle that allows you to get the highest exchange of vertical, get the most vertical lift on that, is something that I still have a hard time trying to understand. And that's what was really on my mind today when I took these throws, because like I said, I understand how to turn the thing, but there's something about when you sit down and you catch it deeper, you're supposed to come up. You saw me doing the stick drill, and I was trying to figure out where that ball starts to rise and where that the orbit starts to raise itself. And if you look at the diagram of the hammer throw, actually, it starts extremely flat. And then you go from 25 to 35 degrees. You go from 0 degrees, from 25 to 35 degrees, and then you go from 45 degrees or probably up to 55, 65 degrees, and that's where you're actually, relative to your body, obviously, that's where you're actually releasing the hammer at. And how the fuck do you get that angle without the ball actually hitting the ground and hitting the concrete? And it makes a beautiful spark when you hit the concrete. How do you do that? I have no fucking idea. And I'm trying to grasp that concept right now the best that I possibly can. So you see, I took some throws, took about 10 throws, kind of a chill off, kind of a cool off day. I've taken a good amount of throws this week. Don't want to shock the system too much, don't want to break myself down too much. Want to keep on throwing. I kind of wonder, should I take less days of throwing and just throw more on the days that I throw, or should I space it out? Because the problem is that in my logical brain, is when I'm thinking about this stuff, I'm thinking about this stuff. And even if I don't go through, I'm thinking about this stuff every day. But when I'm going doing it every single day, I'm thinking about it and I'm doing it. I feel like that's to articulate the muscles in your brain. I feel like that's what's necessary, even if you only take a little bit here and there or what have you. I think that this is one of those things into your brain. It's there, and it's concrete in your brain. You have to keep on working with it until you have a better understanding. I saw an interview with Michael Phelps, and he said that he never missed a day in 5 years of practice. And the delineation that I'm trying to make with these things is that, yes, I think that I can throw. I think you can throw at a high volume. I think that you can. When you talk about weight room action and then doing different things like that, I think that you can run into a situation where you break your body down more than you maybe should. So that's kind of what I have to take into consideration when I'm saying, oh, I'm going to come out here or whatever. And even tomorrow, I'm thinking about, oh, I'm going to probably going to take a few, think about what I'm thinking about, see if I figure out anything, and then go from there, because I can't. There's no doubt in my mind that I don't stop fucking thinking about it. I don't stop fucking thinking about it. It's always on my mind. It's always on my mind. So throws don't look bad. Don't look great either. I don't know. I know nothing. That's all that I know. So, but that's just all I got, guys. You should already know what the deal is. Run on your toes, keep your mouth closed, lock your doors, and save your throws. And most importantly, let it find another day and get out of here.